Alright guys, welcome to another discussion video, solo this time, but in this video I wanted to talk about how Demon Slayer Hinokami Kaputan or Hinokami Chronicles, how can it be successful? Like what can it do to be successful, like day one essentially. So as you can see, these two has already did their magic with the graphics. I'll just show like some random screenshots on screen, but like CC2, they already know how to blend the anime into the game and transition it and to make it look amazing. Like so far from the trailers, especially the ones in 60 frames per second, the game already looks amazing. So whether you're a Demon Slayer fan or you're not, you're gonna see the visuals and be attracted to the game. So they already outdid themselves on that. But we need to talk about how it can be successful as an anime arena fighter. Now I've been playing arena fighters for many years. I've played pretty much all of them, whether that's Kill la Kill, all of the Ninja Storm games, the Naruto Ninja Storm games, My Heroes 1 Justice 1, 2, One Piece Burning Blood. I've been there, I've seen them do amazing and I've seen them fall off, so I feel like I have pretty good knowledge on what makes anime arena fighter successful and how it can continue being successful in the long term. But yeah, so Demon Slayer, it's already got the graphics down. That's going to attract people, just like Dragon Ball FighterZ graphics, just like Guilty Gear's graphics. Because something looks good, because the game looks good, people are going to be attracted to it, whether it's trailers or gameplay. Now it's already based on a popular anime. You guys already know Demon Slayer is popping off, whether that's the anime, especially episode 19 that basically broke the internet. The movie, they're doing numbers on the box office. I think it's the best selling movie in Japan and possibly worldwide. I can't really remember. And the manga sales are disgusting. Like it's almost toppled. I think it almost toppled or toppled One Piece in one of the months. Like the manga sales, like regardless, the manga sales are crazy. So they're already doing a fighting game based on a popular IP, on a popular anime. Like for example, that's like a reason why Dragon Ball FighterZ done so well. Like obviously it's a very good traditional 2D fighter, but also it's based on a popular anime like Dragon Ball Z. Like even if you don't watch anime, people know what Dragon Ball Z is. Like it's very popular and it's got that legacy as well. You've got Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super. Like it's got that legacy. It's been around for a minute, like for a long time. Same with Naruto. You got Naruto Part 1, Naruto Shippuden, and you've got Boruto as well. Like Naruto's been it's popular, it's been around for a long time, it's got that legacy as well. Like Demon Slayer hasn't got that same legacy because it hasn't been around for so long. Like it's a new gen anime, like My Hero, Black Clover, Jujutsu Kaisen. It hasn't got that same legacy, it hasn't been around that long, but it's still popping off. So yeah, it can definitely be successful because it's based on a popular anime. So yeah, but as far as the arena fighter space, they need to have certain things in place when the game launches day one. For example, they need to have player matches and they need to have the ability to rematch your opponent in player matches, like casual matches basically, so where you don't get ranked after you win. Like for example, Jump Force, another popular arena fighter, like regardless of what people say, whether you didn't like it or not, it's popping. And the reason why it's popping is because of the graphics. People are very attracted to the graphics, and it's got multiple different characters from multiple different series. For example, Hunter x Hunter, you've got Dragon Ball Z, you've got Naruto, and like obviously Hunter x Hunter doesn't have a dedicated game, like a dedicated popping game. Naruto has many dedicated popping games. For example, Shinobi Striker, that's doing well, and Stormfall, as you already know. Dragon Ball Z obviously has Dragon Ball FighterZ, he has the Budokai series, he has the Tenkaichi series, and it has Xenoverse as well. So that's 4 different games that did really well, whether they're old or new. Hunter x Hunter doesn't have a dedicated game like that, so people are gonna play Jump Force if they want to play a game where they can play Hunter x Hunter characters that they love. So yeah, but Jump Force didn't have rematch options at the start, so that can definitely kill the growth of an arena fighter, because people want to play with their friends. People want to rematch with their opponent and they had a really good match. They want to rematch that, especially if they're playing casuals, or if you want to do long sets with your friends, whether that's a first to 5, or maybe you're having a really fun battle with your friend and you just want to continue playing. They need to have the rematch option in casual battles. It's a must. It's necessary. It's a must. If you don't have that, that definitely kills the growth and the potential of the game, because people can't constantly fight their friends, or can't constantly fight someone that, you know, they had fun against, or they can't run it back. Let's say if they lost, they can't run it back straight away. So CC2 need to make sure there's a rematch button in casual matches or in player matches like in Naruto, and the option to like change your character if you want to change your character and fight the person again. So that needs to be in day one. Another thing that needs to be in day one is endlesses. I'm sure the community, Storm 4 community, already knows in Storm 4 endlesses and spectator mode wasn't in day one. Like, luckily, because it's based on a popular anime, like Naruto was still played, and because the game mechanics were very fun to play, like Naruto Storm 4 is a very fun game to play, it didn't kill it that much. But if you want your game to reach maximum potential and maximum growth, you need to have endlesses. It needs to be minimum 8-player endlesses so people can play with their friends, because there's lots of times where you have multiple friends where you want to play with all at once, and obviously you can't do player match if you have multiple friends, so you set up an endless. And you want to have spectator modes because people want to see the matches, people want to see who's streaking, people want to see who's at the top, people want to learn and watch from their friends and see how they to get better. Obviously endlesses and spectator mode is important for clan battles when you want to play competitive. All the veterans already know we need endless and spectator mode to do clan battles. And then let's say someone wants to watch a first to 5 to make sure it's legit, and you want a referee there to make sure rules are being followed and everything's legit, we need endlesses and we need spectator mode. So those two things need to come together, endless and spectator mode. Minimum 8-player lobbies, we need that 100%. That endlesses really just allow a fighting game especially to just go on for a long time and be played for a long time, because people love seeing other people fight, people love playing with their friends, and people love playing a game competitively if it has the competitive depth to be played competitively. So they need that in the game. Endlesses, or in other games it's known as King of the Hill, and you can see other people fight, so they need that in the game. Another thing that they need in the game is ranked mode. They need ranked mode. That's a must. You already know, content creators, we love doing road to rank, road to max rank, and this Demon Slayer might be road to Hashira. People love watching it, people love playing it, people love seeing it. We need that in the game. We absolutely need ranks. People want to rank up, people want to see how the best players play, so they'll go into ranks. People want to see what the cheese is in the game, so they'll go to ranked. People want that status, that ranked, that max rank, people will go to ranked. And people want to do a series on ranked, whether they're doing one for the first time or they're starting all over again. People love playing ranked, people love watching ranked, so they need that. That will create a lot of content for the game easily, and it will allow a lot of people to play the game for a long time, because everybody, well, a lot of people, not everybody, because not everybody cares about ranks, but a lot of people will be gunning for the max rank, or at least to get a title in the ranking space. So they definitely need that in. And another thing that they need, this is now relevant more than ever, is punishment to rage quitters. Like, people don't want to spend the majority of the fight playing a person. The person rage quits because they feel like they can't win, or they're frustrated, or they just run and pull out their router. Like, people need to be rewarded for playing that battle. Like, they need to earn something, whether that's half the normal amount of points that they would have got, or maybe the full points, and then you need to punish that person for rage quitting, whether that's 15 minutes where you can't go on ranked, or maybe you take some BP away, or maybe they get banned for a day, whatever. There needs to be some sort of punishment in place for the rage quitter, and the person that got rage quitted on, or the person that didn't rage quit, you need to give them some points because they put in the time in to play that person. They didn't rage quit. They need to get rewarded for their efforts. You know, no one wants to play a long match where they're chasing someone, maybe it wasn't that great, or maybe it was a good battle, someone rage quits and they get nothing for it. That's just very demotivating. So they need to put that in place as well. They need to put that in place. Another thing that they need to have is good netcode. Like, you don't need to have rollback. Like, obviously rollback is especially important, especially because of the pandemic. It's harder and harder to meet up to do local tournaments, so the competitive scene has kind of been taken to the online space right now, because obviously there's no restrictions in place when you play online. It's all virtual, so you don't have to worry about COVID and all of that. So because it's been taken to online space, rollback netcode has become more important. If you don't know what rollback netcode is, I'm gonna try link Sam Jam's explanation of rollback, but basically it's the highest level of netcode that a fighting game can have. So it allows you to play people from different countries, like America, like, and you don't experience that much lag, or the least amount of lag, let's say. But yeah, so that's why netcode, specifically rollback netcode, is so important, especially for fighting games. So it's like having dedicated servers in shooting games. Everyone wants dedicated servers. Everyone wants to experience the least lag as possible, so they need to have good netcode in. An example of arena fighters that have good netcode that don't have rollback is My Heroes 1 Justice 1 and 2. Those of you that played My Heroes 1 Justice 1, especially the Japanese, won't know exactly what I'm talking about. You could play NA players or American players without any problem, and there was, you know, no misinputs and whatever. Another example of arena fighter that has good netcode that isn't rollback is Kill the Kill. If you guys played that, I know a lot of people didn't play that, but that had amazing netcode. Like, it genuinely, like, I played it, it genuinely felt like offline. It was crazy. Like, I didn't notice any like playing someone from my region or another region that was close to me. So those are the kind of things. Ranked mode, you know, the ability to like rematch them up to 3 times. I know Dragon Ball Fighters had that, but then they minimized it to 2, I believe. But yeah, that would be amazing. But they need to have ranked mode, they need to have spectator mode, they need to have endless, they need to have the ability to rematch a person in casual battles, and to be able to change your characters and still play the same person. Those are the things that they need to have. And also good netcode. You want to encourage people to play online, and you don't want people to be frustrated when they're playing online. And another thing that I need to add is misinputs. You want your inputs to be registered. I know in Stormfall currently there's a lot of people that have issues with misinputs, myself included. I know some people don't experience them at all, but you need to make sure when people are playing, you know, and their inputs, you need to make sure their inputs are responsive, like they're getting feedback from their inputs. Like when you jump, you know, there needs to be minimal, you know, input latency. Like from the trailer that I've seen, it looks like offline at least there's minimal input lag. Like I'll showcase a clip, like the way how fast Tanjiro jumps off the block. Like if there was high input lag, he wouldn't be able to jump off the block that fast. So yeah, that's a good sign for offline at least. I'm just hoping it translates to offline and we don't get misinputs as well. So yeah, fingers crossed for that. So misinputs, no misinputs, good netcode, ranked matches, ability to rematch your opponent in casual matches, and you know, yeah, those are the things that we just need. Spectator mode as well, and those are the things that we really need day one. And you know, naturally they need to support the game with balance patches and good balance patches. An example of a fighter that had good balance patches is Dragon Ball Fighters. Like, I think currently a lot of the cast is viable, like if not all. Obviously those of you that play Dragon Ball Fighters competitively and play it, you let me know. I just watch it and watch it competitively, but you let me know. But from what I've heard from the community and like, you know, the top players in there, like apparently like a majority of the cast, if not all, are viable for competitive play, or you can at least use them in ranked matches. So yeah, that's the kind of balance that we need in Demon Slayer as well. Like, you want to be able to play all your characters, and you don't want to feel like you're playing at a disadvantage. And even if you are, you want them to be fun as well. So like, that's where demons would come in. Like, we need demons we need demons in the game, like preferably in the base roster, because I feel like if they sell them as DLC, it might rub a lot of people the wrong way, myself included, because they'll feel like it should have been in the base roster rather than putting them behind the paywall.